Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, bringing you guys an update on Kaspa. So let's waste no more time and take a look at what's happening with Kaspa right now as of recording this update. So, we're seeing a lot of retracement, across the board, going back to what I've been talking about on the channel over the last few days with you guys. How we're not out of the woods yet, and if you've been focusing very closely over the last few updates, you guys know this is something we talked about. So on the Crypto ZX channel, this is not coming as a surprise to any one of us, and I appreciate all the love that you guys are showing right now on these updates. So Kaspa's down 14% over the last 24 hours, so seeing a significant pullback right now. But again, you need to keep in mind the broader market is seeing a significant pullback. Price of Kaspa sitting below 5 cents right now, currently sitting at about 4.98 cents. Also down 11%. On the Bitcoin side of things, with the valuation sitting at 1.35 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at about 96 million. As always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So over the last 2 hours, we are seeing the dominance absolutely skyrocketing. Obviously, we were having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of this key range. Again, a level we retested on October 14th as well as October 17th, and this time around we have seen a breakout. Again, something we have discussed on the channel over the last few analysis updates. But why is this the case? Because Bitcoin is having a free fall right now, and obviously if you look at it on a daily time frame, the fill the wick does not seem too unrealistic at this point, because that's only about a 4% move from where we currently are. Obviously, we do have some support around the $105,000. That's obviously a support that will come in handy for the price of Bitcoin, but dropping below here takes us back down to here. And the craziest thing here is that the price of Bitcoin did not close the daily candle above the 23.6, and that is something worthwhile noting right now. And again, on this channel, you guys know your boy Crypto ZX called this. We came down exactly to $107,000 support line, saw a bounce. You can see up to 109 clear fake out, and the price is back and below the $107,000 right now. So again, I still do think that this wick is going to fill in, and it's really starting to show that right now in front of us. Everything is in front of us, and all these updates that I've given you guys are in front of us. Appreciate all the love that you guys are showing. Of course, make sure you guys are subscribed, by the way. But if you're looking at Kaspa, so exactly what we discussed yesterday, how Kaspa is one of the projects that could end up actually filling the wick. Look at it for yourself. We are, I think, maybe a few percentage away for us to retest. Yeah, only about a 6% pullback more, and we are retesting the wick on October 10th. But now if you're looking across a lot of other coins, they are still far off from retesting some of these lows. Why is this the case? Because Kaspa did actually end up holding well. When Bitcoin dropped 16%, it had the reaction that you would usually expect for altcoins to have with that type of move. And Kaspa did have that reaction. It didn't have that major wick towards the downside, which we saw for several projects. So this is why you're seeing the price of Kaspa coming back down to these levels much quicker than a lot of those projects, because it did not see that wick like a lot of other projects have. But again, our overall analysis and our overall speculation upon this is accurate in my opinion, because you can see we're very close. Again, if you want to put this into perspective, only about a 7% move for us to retest this, and that is something obviously we want to keep in mind. So in terms of an opportunity standpoint, obviously there's a lot of bloodbath right now across the board. This is not something that's catching me as surprise, because like I said, we've been discussing this on the Crypto ZX channel, and anyone that's been seeing it, you guys know what we've been talking about. So obviously this support around the 4.7 cents would be the next one to be looking out for. If it does not hold, guys, we could fall down to 4.4 cents in terms of significant support. That is the next. Actually, 4.3 cents would be the significant support for Kaspa. That would be a 13.4% move. Reason why I think this is realistic right now to be potentially looking out for is because Bitcoin is not at the level you want it to be at. Drop in below 105, I think we fill this wick, which could cause the dominance to pick up a little bit more, which will cause altcoins to go down further. Again, in terms of an opportunity standpoint, like I said, this is an opportunity for people that want to dollar cost average in for the long haul. Again, the opportunity is definitely there right now. As long as you do your due diligence research and invest where you can afford to lose, there is a big sale across the board right now, especially if you're a long-term holder. Again, I've said this so many times on the channel. Do I think the bull market is over? No, absolutely not. Bitcoin is still hovering above $100,000. This is something a lot of people have already forgotten, but no. and institutional demand is still coming in. Yes, you're seeing altcoins lagging massively right now, but this is why your boy CryptoZX focuses on Bitcoin every single update. You know, I used to get comments all the time, why are you talking about Bitcoin? This is why we talk about Bitcoin right here in front of us. This is the leading indicator, and this is something we never want to ignore. But I think we're getting closer and closer, to the stabilization for Bitcoin. I still do believe $102,000, we're getting close to it, will be in play. But I think after that, market will see a turnover. But of course, a lot of people are talking about whether or not we're going to see Bitcoin closing the CME gap at 92, which would drop the price of Bitcoin below 100 for the first time in about it's been a long time. It's been a long, long time. So again, these are some of the levels to be looking out for. Let me know in the comments what you guys are doing right now. I appreciate all the love. We'll see you later. It's been CryptoZX, and peace out.